I think we are live, right, Sapna?
Yeah, it's just started. Yeah, streaming live now.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who has tuned into this, what I'm sure was going to be a beautiful session, Life at Bharatanjali, reminiscing Life at Bharatanjali with Anita Guha and her beautiful students. It's really Alap's privilege to play host to this conversation. Please allow us just a few minutes, or moments actually, while we wait for more people to join, and then we will begin this session. I just wish this was on a weekend so more people from other parts of the world could, join. But hopefully they can watch it later because it's a week day. So hopefully people in India can watch it. And anyways, I think we have a good audience already. So firstly, Anita ma'am, very warm welcome to you and to all the students. Thank you. Thank you to all the students who have so graciously accepted our invitation to share memories and moments from their life with their guru, Anita Guha, and life at Bharatanjali. And just before we went live, I could see the beginning of what is called friendly chaos that comes with a sense of being together for so many years. And I thought last week actually I had the privilege of having a conversation with Anita ji, and she shared so many beautiful moments, memories, insights with us on her journey. And I thought about how an institution is as much about its founder as it is about its students. Students who really join a teacher, learn, imbibe the art form, values of life, go on to pursue their own paths, nurture more students, but never really lose touch with their institution, right? And I think all of you students of Anita ji are really testimony to that. So I thought it would be lovely to have you all share your precious memories. I know we have little time, and I know each of you will only get a chance to kind of share one precious memory. So I hope you'll make that memory ultra special. So we make the most of the time that we have. But before we actually, begin this session, I want to formally introduce all the dancers in their own right, and students of Anita Guha. Very warm welcome to, if I were to go in a certain order, very warm welcome to Aishwarya Balasubramaniam.
Hi, Akhila.
Hi, welcome Aishwarya.
Thank you very much.
Medha Hari, warm welcome to you, Medha.
Thank you. Nice to see all of you here.
Satvika Shankar.
Hello, namaste.
Hi. We met recently. So Janani Sethunaran, who's unfortunately not with us owing to a personal emergency. We're going to miss her presence with us. Shweta Shankar, who I've been very, very closely working with in the last 1.5 months.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Smriti Krishnamurthy, also someone I've had the privilege of working now for the last 1.5 months. Welcome, Smriti.
Thank you, Akka.
Priyanka Raghuraman.
Namaskaram. Thank you, Akka. Very happy to be here.
Likewise, Priyanka, welcome. And Jyotsna Akhilan. Hi, Jyotsna.
Hi, Sairam. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. So welcome. But today, before we open the session, we have a really interesting surprise. For many of you, Anita ma'am this time has dived into her personal archives and has pulled out some beautiful, rare images of her as a dancer, from her journey as a dancer, images of her as a, Anita ma'am, and a 6-year-old? 8? Oh, yeah.
5.5.
Yeah, some beautiful images of her from her journey as a dancer, and before she bloomed into this amazing guru that that we all know her only as Anita Guha, the teacher who has really like trained and taught so many people. But we have this beautiful video, and I'm going to request my colleague Sapna to just play that video, and we'll have a short conversation with Anita ji before we talk to her students. Sapna, can you play the video? Wow. Anita ma'am, how does that feel? What kind of memories does that trigger?
Yeah, first triggers of my first program, Kaliya Madhanam, when I was very young, when I was about 5.5, 6. But the photo you saw was not my first program. It was later, because Kaliya Madhanam was first presented for Kerala Samajam. And then I had a lot of opportunity to present in different small organizations in Secunderabad. This place is called Maulali. It's a railway colony. And it's very special, I remember, because it was raining very heavily that day. And my father actually literally had to bring me in a basket, carrying me to the stage. So it was, it was like Krishna being brought in that. It was the same kind of feel. I remember that so very well. So that is the first photograph.
Yeah.
And you can see Secunderabad, the thing is, at that point of time, this is almost 50 years ago. The photo is 50 years old. And we used to have so much of crowd, even in small programs, so much of crowd. Actually, you can see side line, you can see a lot of people trying to get onto the stage. Sometimes we'll have audience on the stage around us.
Wow.
But that was a beautiful thing, actually. It was lovely like that. That was the first photograph. And we had Mr. Ramakrishnan of Kerala Samajam, who was very inspired by this Kaliya Madhanam. And the next year, he made me a lot of props for Kaliya Madhanam. So the next photo was that. He had made the props for Kaliya Madhanam. And later, what you saw was my Bharatanatyam photos. And then my very special, characters, I have to say, is Ravaneshwara and Bhasmasura. You saw me as those characters also. And I didn't learn Mohiniyattam much, but I did have the opportunity to perform Mohiniyattam also.
Right.
So there you saw the Bharatanatyam, the Mohiniyattam, and Ravaneshwara. And it used to be a lot of combination. It was just not Bharatanatyam. We used to have a lot of Oriental styles. A lot of things were performed at that time. So basically, you saw a small bit of journey. And Akila, I just want to let you know that this is the first time, I think, in these 30 years, I've just let out these photos to Alan.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've never shared it outside. It's been inside my album.
Yeah, but I think like it's this is a milestone year, Anita ma'am, for you. And I think it's nice for you to also kind of, what are pictures if other people don't get a chance to see your journey and appreciate it. So thank you so much for sharing it, for allowing us the opportunity to share it with the larger.
Thank you. I'm also very happy.
Thank you. So I'm going to directly now invite your students to speak, and I'm going to start off firstly with Aishwarya.
Yes.
Aishwarya, hi. So I'm going to really ask you, I mean, the institution that you kind of, learned this art form, right? And such a beautiful art form that you learned, it celebrates 30 years. How does that whole milestone really feel? And I know that you were amongst Anita ji's first students. So I really want you to kind of share with us early days at Bharatanjali. And
The
how
institution,
do you remember it from the past,
yes, the institution not only I learned from, but I actually grew up. Like it's my 29 years almost with Auntie and Bharatanjali. And come February, it's my 25th Arangetram anniversary. So it's like right from the scratch, I've been with Auntie. And it's just not only, learning dance and performing. It's my entire growth with Auntie as a person, as a dancer, everything.
Right.
And memories in Patilna, they're like so much. We started off in Anita Antioda house or kutti hall, angada dance class will happen. And the kutti hall ஒரு 10 பேர் ஆடுவோம். We will அங்க ஒரு குட்டி டைனிங் டேபிள் இருக்கும். We will go sit under the dining table. எங்களோட சான்ஸ் வரைச்ச we'll go sit. ஏன்னா அவ்வளவுதான் ஸ்பேஸ். And எப்படின்னா when auntie started, that was like apart from housework, uncle, son, she used to teach dance அப்படிதான். So uncle அந்த 6:30க்கு வரார் அப்படின்னா அந்த கேட் uncle பைக் பார்க் பண்றதுக்கு கேட் ஓபன் பண்ற சத்தம் கேட்டுன்னா நாங்க உடனே நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி இந்த வாட்டர் பாட்டில் எடுத்து வெளில ஓடி போயிடுவோம். Class is done. No more. Uncle and the ulla bike park pandrathukulla we'll all be out. So that's how it started. Adukapparama it's like grown vastly. And anoda arangetram when I was around 9.5 or something. It was why kuda solla varadu auntie I'm tired apdi and auntie and varnam paada aarambicha I'll be like hey kannla thanni taluminde I'll be tired. Anita and amma will be like ani paavam konjam and kulandhukku thanni kuda edavadhu kuda கூட அப்படின்பா இல்லம்மா எல்லாம் முடியட்டும் அதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் அப்படின்பா so like many I remember at one point after the arangetram Anita auntie told my mom that rather that நான் வந்து ஆட்ல சின்னதா சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கேன் if you want to really bring your daughter up in dance or something why don't you switch gurus நிறைய பேர் இருக்கா சொல்லி கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு I think
right
அப்போ சொன்னா that is 96 இப்போவும் she'll say that போங்கடா கத்துக்கோங்க யார்கிட்ட வேணுமோ என்ன வேணுமோ கத்துக்கோங்க like she's really open but 96 she said that as soon as my arangetram got over அப்போ வந்து my mom said இல்ல அனிதா உங்ககிட்ட இருக்கட்டும் whatever she learns let that be அவ்வளவுதான் it's enough I really thank my mom for saying that day
conviction right that she had.
I mean like yes and she's always been supportive என்னோட எல்லா விஷயம் டான்ஸ் மாத்திரம் கிடையாது ஒரு என்னோட ஈவன் மை பர்த்டே ட்ரெஸ் ரெண்டு எடுத்தா கூட ஆண்டி நான் என்ன போட்டுக்கட்டும் பர்த்டேக்குன்னு ஆண்டியை போய் கேட்பேன் என்னோட என்கேஜ்மெண்ட்ல இருந்து கல்யாணத்துல இருந்து ஷாப்பிங்ல இருந்து எவ்ரி சிங்கிள் இவெண்ட் ஆஃப் மை லைஃப் ப்ரொஃபஷனல் அண்ட் பர்சனல் எல்லாத்துலயும் ஆண்டி தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அம்மா அப்பாக்கு அடுத்தது எனக்கு வந்து ஆண்டி
செகண்ட் மதர்
even when my for everybody but எனக்கு வந்து I really feel that bond like everybody எல்லாருக்குமே அந்த ஃபீலிங் தான் இருக்கும் when my son was born நான் வந்து லேபர் ஆண்டி நான் வந்து பெயின்ல இருக்கேன் I mean சீதா பத்தி few hours குழந்தை பிறந்துரும் என்னோட immediate family அடுத்தது நீங்க தான் வந்து பார்க்கணும் so the moment my mom says குழந்தை பிறந்ததுன்னா you have to come she was there first to see so like that so I'm just hoping that my daughter is now she'll be 4 அடுத்த விஜயதசமி hopefully when I want to start dance for her I want auntie and I want her to grow up under auntie so I think whatever I got from auntie in my life if she gets I think that would be my lifetime gift for my daughter I think she has to grow under her auntie that's the only thing I could pass on to my daughter
yeah I can see Aishwarya that one can become very emotional right when you think about I mean such a beautiful and such a like a I know such a special journey right one can
I cannot say one memory Akila it's like my lifetime that is enoda 30 years of my life I spent with auntie
That's beautiful.
எல்லா ஆண்டிக்கு தெரியும், எல்லா ஆண்டி தான் எனக்கு.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm feeling so emotional. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go home. I mean, go home. I'm already at home. I'm going to go crying.
I know. I am also like, my tear glands
Just started. Yes.
Anyway, Aishwarya, thank you for starting this session off on a very emotional note. I'm sure there is more to come.
God bless you.
Yes, when fun moments வரச்சா நடுவுல பேசுறேன்.
Please feel free, because I'm sure there are going to be many fun moments as well. Medha, I'm going to ask you to share your memories. You're also amongst Anita ma'am's earliest students. So I want to ask you about dance class way back in the 90s and some funny, humorous moments from your life in Bharatanjali.
Yeah. Hi. So like Aishu said, like we all literally grew up in the class. So if we were not at home, there's just no other place that, you know, you had to look for us. You know, you'll know that we will be in dance class, right? So it was, you know, that sort of childhood that we had. And we even jokingly say that we never had a social life. At one point of time, the only friends I had were dance class friends, you know. That was how much time we spent in the class. So coming from that, so I think started dancing in 96, 97, when I was about, I think 96, when I was about 5 years old. So auntie was introduced to us through a family. So actually, auntie's father-in-law was my mother's, my mom used to work in a bank. So he was her customer. So, you know, so he just told her that, you know, we'll stay so close by. So, you know, why don't you put your daughter in dance class? My daughter-in-law takes classes. So it started off as a very, like, you know, and my parents were working. So, you know, it just started off as, you know, at least I'm not sending her to a creche. So at least he'll be doing something useful and she's taken care of, and, you know, something like that. That's how it started off. And even for me, dance was, you know, the last thing I wanted to do. I used to go there, give excuses. My stomach is paining. I'm tired. My legs are hurting. I don't want to dance. And then give all.
I think.
Yeah, I think almost 2 years I was just,
Almost 2 years
doing
she
all.
used to sit down.
Yeah, so I was among the last benches only. And then I don't know from where, at some point of time, there was this spark. I think watching you know, my seniors, and generally I don't know from where, seeing the dancers around me doing so well, at some point there was a spark that, you know, that told me that, okay, maybe I should take this seriously, and, you know, maybe seriously as in just pursue it with some sincerity. So from there it started, and there was just, I think, no looking back. And at that point, I never thought dance was going to be this serious, like something that I was, you know, going to take up professionally. But on the time, like Aishu said, it used to be, she used to live in a 1-bedroom house in T Nagar, and the hall used to be our dance class. It could fit comfortably 2 people or 3 people at the max, like with Natya Rambam and everything, like 2 to 3 people comfortably. That's all. But we used to be 50 of us in that class, you know. But we just didn't care. I think it was just about being happy, and it was about celebrating dance. I think that's the most important thing. Like, and as a teacher, I think, you know, instilling that passion to do something, you know, with the utmost dedication and honesty, sincerity. I think it started from the very beginning. It was not like, you know, even though for everybody, even for auntie, it was not something she was doing because it's my job or something like that. So since she was doing it with that kind of love and that kind of, you know, so yeah, so we all grew up with that kind of you know, vibe in the class. So then we were not there. Sometimes she used to break us into batches, and we were not dancing. There used to be a parapet wall. We used to sit on it, and we used to play this game called London Statue. And we just say freeze, and then everyone has to freeze. And even the freeze has to be like dance. We have to freeze in poses, like dance poses. And whoever posed in the most innovative way was, you know, it was something that we used to watch and be, oh, this is nice, I'm going to do this next time. So we sort of inspired each other, and dance was in our breath. Like anything we did, dance was part of it. So it sort of started with that kind of, you know, so like I said,
right, in the process.
Exactly. And we didn't do it because we all did it because we loved doing it. It was not like, it's like I have an exam sort of a thing. There's no pressure. So it was all the more joyous. So auntie always says it's like golden years. It really was, you know. And then she'll say, it's time for batch B, and then we'll all run. And even for that, she used to give very innovative names for the batches, So it never used to be 1, 2, or A, B, and all that. We used to have some innovative names, and then she'll call us, and then we'll rush and want to stand right in front of her. Like we had to be in front of her eyes, and our sole ambition in life was to like impress her. Like that's all we wanted to do.
So
And I think that sort of stays till date. But I won't use the word impress now, but I think we always sort of want to have her approval in anything, that we do. It's very important what she thinks about it, so it's sort of,
what you said, there's one thing that really struck me. You spoke about her small living room, right? And I'm just thinking about how in that space, like all her productions are these really larger than life mammoth productions, right? And I'm thinking about how anybody, I mean, we all talk about in the lockdown, we all like cribbed about being in the home and stuff like that. And to actually like teach so many students in such a small space, but to visualize large scale productions from in that space, I don't know, Anita ma'am, that must be quite something, right?
Actually, Akhila, as you say, it was only the basic love for the art and whatever we're doing. We have done Valli Kalyanam, we have done Sita Kalyanam, all Kalyanams were done there. Don't ask me how I did it. I always tell you, it just happened. But one quote I can remember from Guru Adaya Lakshman sir, see, we used to go for Abhay workshops. I was also fairly free. I used to take them, all these kids. I was a young teacher, we used to go there. So Adaya Lakshman sir used to tell us that ஒரு நல்ல டான்சர் வந்து ஒரு டைனிங் டேபிளா இருந்தாலும் ஆட முடியணும், அந்த ஸ்பேஸ்ல கூட ஆட முடியணும். ஐ மீன் அது வந்து மேபி எனக்கு வந்து மைண்ட்ல இருந்திருக்கு, அதுவும் இருந்திருக்கு. ஈவன் அதர்வைஸ் the thing is he never used to care about anything. அந்த வேலை நடக்கணும் எனக்கு, அவ்வளவுதான்.
Absolutely, ma'am. This reminds me of a beautiful, a beautiful documentary on Akram Khan and Move. I don't know how many of you watched it. But Adila Kuda, Akram Khan, his mother, talks about how he would go to his father's restaurant, which is a tiny little space. And in the tiny space in the kitchen, he would practice. And he would constantly dance. And he talks about how, like, I didn't have physical space, but I had so much space, mental space, It was just a beautiful thing.
More than anything, Akhila, these kids never used to complain. Especially my senior, all these people. They were always very happy. இப்ப இருக்கிற குழந்தை என்ன சொல்லும், அடி எனக்கு இடமே போடல, இவ பெரிய ஹால்லயே சொல்லும் இடமே போடல இருக்கு. இப்போ இவன் பிரசன்ட் சொல்றேன். பட் ஆனா இந்த குழந்தைங்க சொன்னதே கிடையாது. They were all happy.
Time is changing, ma'am. Generation is changing, everything is changing. Okay,
Yes.
Moving on, I'm going to ask, I think I wanted to ask this question to Satvika. Satvika, hi.
Hi.
Since we're talking about, I talked about these mammoth productions that Anita ma'am envisioned. I want to ask you, life at Bharatanjali has so much been about, rehearsals, events, productions, right? I want you to speak a little bit about, because of these group productions and of spending quality time with other, students. I want you to talk about what is this bond and this special friendship that you kind of, you all ended up forming amongst each other. And can you recall some memories in terms of how this has sort of, as Bharatanjali has, grown year after year, how has all your friendship also continued over the years?
All my best friends till date are from Bharatanjali. Like, I don't know if it's the bond. We couldn't even believe that Veda and I delivered at the same time. I delivered on December 11th, she delivered on December 12th at the same hospital with the same doctor.
And the room, Akhila, and I went and saw both of them on the same day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't planned, but till date, we all share that friendship. Though many of them have not taken it up as a profession, we are still, our friends. Because for us, after school, the Ottoman used to drop us in dance class. We used to have dance class at least 5 times a week, minimum, I'm saying. When we didn't have, because if we dance well, we get promoted to the next batch. So we used to sit and watch our seniors, and most of our parents were working. So I had to wait in dance class till one of my parents finished work and came pick me up.
was really
So
like
if not,
second home, huh? It was like,
yeah, definitely. We used to sit and do homework. We used to sit and study. There, everything used to happen there. There are some
wow.
days where the parents,
What
I mean,
about your
all the
kitchen?
class.
How do you manage?
Pardon?
I said, what about your kitchen with so many kids like coming to your home?
Exactly, I'll tell you. I mean, there are some days where when dance class used to get over early, but my parents wouldn't have finished work, so we all used to go to auntie's house, and still there's no one to beat her. That rava upma's consistency. I keep telling auntie, brilliant it used to be. She's such a good cook. We have eaten like, and our senior most batch is the most fortunate one because we have. During Arangetram rehearsals, she used to prepare lunch for at least a month for us. So we all used to eat only at her place.
Wow.
My
Yeah.
favorite is rasam, auntie's rasam.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Malak
Ma'am,
jeera
I can't
rasam.
even wrap my head around. Oh,
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
talk about productions because we used to always be there. I still remember we all of us used to learn all the characters because we
Oh.
were there during the
Yeah,
creation,
watching.
and by watching, we used to learn all the characters. If someone's not there, we used to go substitute for them. And I still remember, I mean, I've never missed playing with my apartment friends. But I've never got a chance because I've always been with them. But I still remember when it's not our role, we'll have someone to come and call us. But there'll be groups. We'll play hide and seek. We'll play challenge. Everything right outside the dance class.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So we have
fun.
never. Yeah, we had so much fun. And our makeup sessions, because it's such a big production, it used to start at 12 noon. And Medha and I have always been the first person to put makeup. So on the makeup makeup and invariably all our half yearly exams used to be during the season, and all of us used to crib and cry, but we always had someone to say, okay, neeyum padikla, okay, nanum padikla, it's okay. And we were all like mostly from the same school. Many of us were from Padma Sheshadri, so we could study together. We could, yeah. And I still remember one production where this was the first scene. Medha and I, it was in Vani Mahal. No, auntie was strict also, but the way she says, like Medha said, we always wanted to impress her. So we, after every production, however late it is, used to wait for auntie's review and then only go back home. So one production in Vani Mahal. So when the curtains go up, Sada Venkateshan Smarami, it was me, Medha and I on stage, and we had to be on one leg posture. That program, both of us lost balance. We were shaking and we kept the leg down. We were so petrified of the whole thing because we knew during the review of the performance, we're going to, I mean, she wouldn't scold, but the way she says is so, it feels so bad. Why we didn't do that? So the first thing that she said was, Mudal Kodal, Mutrum Kodal, Medha and Sathika, why did you? But at that time, auntie used to be in the orchestra also. We used to wonder how she used to manage the house. She used to do everything because she was the only teacher at that time. There were no other teacher. We all learned only with auntie. She used to manage the costumes. She used to manage the house. She used to manage all 50 of us on stage. She used to sing. She used to do Natwangam. She used to do she used to design the stage because we used to have props. Like
Yeah.
And also design the food each of us had, on those program days, like organize so many things.
Yeah, I was particular that they don't have oily food.
Okay.
All those things, during the program. And
Correct.
Production, we used to
early.
Yeah.
Very early, at least 1.5 hours early. And as she said, when I come back from, I used to finish rehearsals, orchestra rehearsal with the stage rehearsal. By the time we go home, it'll be 2, 3. Then get ready for the program. And I always expect them to be ready 1 hour before the show. When I come back to the stage, I like them to be really ready.
Wow.
And they used to be.
Yeah, and also like I have this question for somebody else, but I'm going to move on to I wanted to ask Janani this question about specific like memories pertaining to some productions, but unfortunately she's not with us. So I'm going to request Shweta Shankar. I think she took a moment off despite her personal emergency to share some special memories with us. So Shweta, may I please request you to just read out that excerpt that Janani shared with us?
Sure, sure. Am I audible now?
You're super audible.
Okay. Many fond memories come to my mind when I recall the experience of playing key roles in Anita Auntie's production. The very first role was a cow, and that's when Auntie told me to just look down at the imaginary grass and grace and not to look at the audience. It was my first program, and understandably, I was really excited. Konark Festival is an open theatre with the Sun Temple as a pristine background. We got dressed on a moving train and cars. Unforgettable experience. Shivratris are so special in so many ways. One of the years, we were performing back-to-back productions, and I played the role of both Dakshayani and Parvati. Auntie always places her trust in us, and we feel extremely responsible to keep up that trust, and that stops us from giving up and striving for more. When I was trained for the role of Alamelu Manga, I was awestruck by how she translated her imagination to moments. I didn't understand the impact of such visual imagery where the choreography characterization come together until all of those scenes were met with thunderous applause. These experiences shaped me as an artist. The experience of performing the same at Tirupati near the Sanctum Sanctorum of Lord Venkatachalapati is inexplainable. Every memory is fresh, and I recall the emotion of being in that moment while performing, and I'm filled with gratitude for everything Auntie has given us and given the audiences through us.
Wow, beautiful sharing. Fantastic. Shweta, you read something at the beginning, right? Which was, can you just read the first part about the cow? I want Anita ma'am also to share a little bit about.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah, ma'am.
Medha was the calf, so she'll share it.
Oh yeah, Medha, please.
Yeah, so this was for a production called Sada Venkateshan Smarami. And in that production, I had total of 4 roles. So the first role was a Deva. So I had to be in a complete male costume with like wig and crown and everything. The second one was the cow. From there, I had to change to Padmavati, which was again full like with headgear and like multiple crowns, full costume change and everything. And the last one is a swan. So when I give you these 4 roles, you can see like how from this extreme to that extreme that is, so but that is Auntie. She is very extravagant and ambitious in everything that she does, whether it's costumes or roles. And she's very like I mean, for lack of better word, I'd say adamant also in the sense that she's like, if something has to be done, it has to be done like that. It has to be done, there's only a perfect specific way that she wants it, and it has to be done like that. So we keep making fun of her saying impossible is not there in her dictionary only. So she's always like, everything is possible. So I keep saying she's for everything is possible for you, Auntie. So you keep saying that, strangest of things she wants, to be done. So for the cow, so Janani and I literally, we had to wear a mask, which sort of literally went all the way up to the neck. So what happened was, since I was the calf, I had a smaller mask. But clearly, my face was not, relatively small or anything. So, but I had to sort of fit my head into that smaller mask. So it invariably always sort of grazed onto my face. And when I removed the mask off, my makeup would be all over. So eyebrow it'll just be smeared all over my face. So it'll be like literally having to redo the makeup from scratch. And with costume change, it's not so. My makeup man, my mother, they've all been like, they've been like, oh, you Sada Venkateshama inniki, ayyo poche adu. And I was like one stubborn little brat only when I was a child. So my mom was like, oh my God, today costume change, I don't know what's going to happen. So it was literally like fireworks in the dressing room. But Auntie was always oblivious to it. So she will be like, okay, when I do ting ting, it means they are going to be on the stage. So that's all like mattered to her. What went at the backstage, it sort of ended there. So with regard to the cow, that is, one nightmare sort of dress change. That is, and she will give like 4 minutes. She'll say, she literally time it during the last lesson. She'll say 5 minutes irukuma. 5 minutes la maathir vanduduvello no. So and then we will be like, it's not like you gave us a choice.
Yeah, but at this point, I want to ask Aishwarya. Aishwarya, by virtue of learning to play these multiple roles in a single production, changing within these strict, changing costume, makeup, everything within tight deadlines, how has it actually helped you girls in life? Yeah, I'm like thinking, wow, if I had got this kind of training, I'd be like performing at like, you know, even going about my life at like, you know, in and out of things, multitasking would have been. So Aishwarya, do
The
you want to
costume
comment on-
change பத்தி சொல்லிருச்சு I have to add
Yeah.
this. அன்னைக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம் அப்படின்னா எல்லாருக்குமே இன்வேரியபிளோ 2-3 காஸ்டியூம் சேஞ்ச் இருக்கும். இட்ஸ் நாட் ஒன்லி ஒன் கேரக்டர், எல்லாருமே வில் பி டூயிங் மல்டிபிள் ரோல்ஸ். சோ அன்னைக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம்க்கு நாங்க 2 நாள் முன்னாடியே ஆள் பிடிச்சுப்போம் சேஞ்ச் பண்றதுக்கு. ஆண்டி நீங்க எனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்றீங்க, ஆண்டி நீங்க இந்த அம்மாவை, ஐயோ இல்லையே நான் ஆல்ரெடி மேதாக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண போறேன், நான் சாத்திக்காக, ஐயோ அப்ப நமக்கு இல்லையே, நமக்கு ஒரு ஆள் குறையுது. பிகாஸ் வி வுட் லிட்டரலி பி ஸ்டாண்டிங் லைக் தட். மேக்கப் மேன் இதை பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பார், ஒருத்தர் இப்படி ட்ரெஸ் கட்டிட்டு இருப்பா, ஒருத்தர் சலங்கா வைப்பா. சோ வி நீட் அட்லீஸ்ட் 2-3 moms ஃபார் அஸ் டு சேஞ்ச். ஆனா ஒரே டைம்ல 4-5 பேர் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பா. சோ நாங்க ஆள் பிடிக்கணும், எங்களுக்கு யார் வேணும் ஹெல்ப், எங்களுக்கு யார் வேணும் ஹெல்ப். தட்ஸ் ஹவ் த கிரீன் ரூம் வில் பி chaotic. ஆண்டிக்கு அதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. பிகாஸ் ஆண்டி அந்த டிங் டிங்னு பண்ணாதான் நாங்க அங்க இருக்கணும், அவ்வளவுதான். அதுக்குள்ள எல்லா அம்மாக்களுக்கும் பிபி இறங்கி வேர்த்து கொட்டி எல்லாருமே போங்க நீங்க ஆடுறதுக்கு பாருங்க, நாங்க ஆடின மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு வேர்த்து கொட்டிருக்க
அங்க ஒரு
அப்படின்னு
தனி டான்ஸ் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கும்.
பின்னாடி ஒரு தனி dance இருக்கு. But that being said, we are, I think, I'm sure எல்லாருமே that quality we learned in our personal life, it's like helping so much, Akila. That is, we can do multiple things without complaining.
I know.
Thanks to Anita aunty.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. I mean, that's
Uh,
funny.
I'll tell-
Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
I was just telling these children, at that time, at that point of time, to tell you honestly, I was just only focused about the work, Akhila. In the sense, I was very ignorant and innocent about all these things. That is the actual fact.
Yeah.
இவாளுக்கு எவ்வளவு கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி அப்படி யோசிக்கல நான். எனக்கு அந்த கேரக்டர்ஸ் மாறணும். And I like the children to come in that particular costume, ஆகாரியம் only.
Correct.
So only then the grandeur. See, and because of all that, Mahadeva Mahato, Sada Venkatesha Mahato, எல்லாமே வந்து அந்த டைட்டில் it was received so well by everyone.
No, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
so,
But that's part of the, I mean, the green room
I mean, that's
part
why,
of fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smriti, yesterday when we were chatting, you know, you talked about how often you've spent New Year's Eve not in the company of friends or family, but in the company of your second home at German Hall, usually as part of stage rehearsals. I want you to kind of, you know, do you sometimes regret, like, you know, not having had, like somebody said, not having had any social life except the life that was in dance, and that you made that your social life, right? And how, you know, Bharatanjali has been like a second home for you as well. Could you talk about that, Smriti?
Definitely, Akka. So, like Medha had mentioned, in the school, most of, I think it would have happened to the others also. So when the girls are making a plan, okay, namba iniki in the bakery pola, iniki in the padam pola, na, they'll count me out of the list. No, she has class, has rehearsal. So I have never been asked, will you come today? We'll all go to a movie. Yarume ena kettadilla, because they'll assume, okay, illa class irukku, ava amma vidamaata, ava class ku dhaan poganum. So I've never gone for a movie other than with Bharatanjali family. And we'll have a very strenuous season that as soon as the season gets over, auntie will take us to a movie. But on the Pada Aishin Porthikku, we have to struggle for 2 years, because our seasons will be that crazy that we can do it only once in 2 years.
Oh.
Minimum once in 2 years, maximum once in 4 or 5 years. So
Wow.
if there's any movie that I've watched, it's with only my Bharatanjali seniors and auntie and my friends. So I've never had none of us have, I think, had a social life. It's only been partying with Bharatanjali girls, partying with auntie. So not only New Year's, but I think this is the first Diwali we haven't met. In our definite Diwali kapro, there'll be a premiere show. So one show will be in November and the other show will be in December. So November pandra tappella auntie note panni, December kulla she'll correct all of us. be it the way we dance or be it our makeup. So all that changes will happen. So definitely Diwali evening we'll have a rehearsal, and all of us, mostly me, scooterல போச்சு நான் இப்படியே தான் போவேன். நான் எல்லாரும் பட்டாசு வெடிச்சிட்டு இருப்பா சைடுல, and I'll be like, no, nothing should fall on me, nothing should fall on me. So all our festivals, all our seasons, I think Navaratri maximum 3-4 days we'll have an holiday. Adum we'll start practicing for Vijayadashmi, because appo Vijayadashmi used to be in Sabha. So auntie will have a puja, and apart from that, a special show for the parents, because the parents, all the shows they've been backstage, like Aishwaka said, nobody would have gotten an opportunity to watch us dance. They'll only be changing our costume. Avalku vandu they'll know which scene comes after what, but they won't know what is happening. They wouldn't have had the opportunity. They'll know the music by heart, because they'll know in the sangati vandurthu, next sangati they have to be on stage, or next song they have to be on stage. But they've never got an opportunity to look at all the dancers, see what's happening on stage. So Vijayadashmi will be like that. It'll be a show for our parents. So adukku also we have to definitely practice. That will happen during Vijayadashmi. So then comes Christmas and New Year. And New Year, definitely we'll have a stage rehearsal. So Nangala will be waiting to cut cake at 12 o'clock. And if we don't finish the scene that is happening at 12 o'clock, we won't be allowed to cut the cake. Neenga modalla and the scene mudichittu cake cut pannungoma. Auntie will be so cute about it that we won't feel like, okay, 12 o'clock we didn't cut a cake. It won't feel like a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish the scene fast. Let's do the positioning fine. And stage rehearsals are a big deal. You have to dance as if you're doing a program. Whatever you're doing in the rehearsal will only come, and something less than that will only be the final output on the program day. So auntie keeps saying, only if you give 200%, on the D-day it will be at least 170 to 80%. So stage rehearsals are a very serious issue. You have to give your 100%. So as soon as we finish stage rehearsal, we'll mostly go to somebody else's house and only stay. We've stayed over at Meda's house many New Year. So ella auntie yoda cake cut pannittu, we'll all have a nice group hug, and then we'll disperse. Or maybe the next day morning might be another program. So makeup ku direct ah porudhu. All that has happened. Wow. So I don't this was our social life. So we had the equal amount of fun, even if we did it with the same group of people we were in class with, because appo it didn't seem like work. Doing a program didn't seem like work. It was a part of our routine. You study together. Our ade class la irukra girls and all, if they're not doing dancing in the same scene, so they'll be sitting and studying. Each person will teach each other physics, chemistry, everything will go. There'll be one mini tuition that is happening in class, and so that way it was very fun.
Fantastic.
And I've never, like the others had mentioned, when I joined, enoda class vandu 40 minutes da irukum, but we'll sit and watch all the seniors dance. I would have just started with Tattadavu and all, but all these seniors would be doing wonderful Mallari and Varnam and Tillana, and then after their regular class comes the production practice. So for the December season, auntie will almost be practicing throughout the year. It will start with choreography, characterization, konjama, small bits. She'll start during March, and it finally becomes an entire production by the time August comes, and that's when the actual rehearsal comes. Till that, everybody will be dancing all the roles. August la da avaval allocate panna role they will actually do. So that's how it's been. So it's always been there. That is home for all of us. And what is happening with one person, the other person will definitely know it. And not only the person, definitely auntie will know it. More than what we know about ourselves, auntie knows about us. There'll be something which we won't be able to understand. And especially we were all teenagers at various point of time. So there'll be so much of confusion. Something will bother us. Auntie will correct. As soon as we enter class, she'll look at our face, Munji serila, something. So then she'll finish class, she'll make sure everybody leaves, and then she'll sit and talk to you. She'll give you that privacy that she won't embarrass you in front of everybody, but she'll make sure she gives her advice. She said, it's okay, Kanna, I'm there. Something like that. So you'll cry, and then everything will become all right, and then you'll get back to normalcy. And so that's how it's been a second home for all of us. That's what I would like to say.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, Akila, one
Anita ma'am, I
point-
feel like.
சொல்லுமா
Please go ahead.
இல்ல
No, I was just going to say that.
yeah
Please go ahead, ma'am. You go ahead.
one small
Ma'am,
fun
you
thing. When you're talking about vacations, I remember with Aishwarya, like in the sense, sometimes they used to say, Auntie, we're never having vacations. நம்ம ஊட்டி கொடைக்கானல்லாம் போறதே இல்ல. அப்ப நான் சொன்னது எனக்கு இன்னும் ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. ஐஷு, நம்ம எங்க கிளாஸ்ல ஏசி போட்டா அதுதான் நமக்கு ஊட்டி, போடாம ஆடினா அது சென்னை. ஐஷு, ஞாபகம் இருக்கா உனக்கு?
ஆமா, உனக்கு என்ன வேணும், என்ன சாப்பிடணும் சொல்லு, நான் போன் பண்றேன், எல்லாம் இங்க வந்துருவா, எல்லாம் இங்க உட்காந்து சாப்பிட்டுக்கலாம், அதுக்குன்னு எல்லாம் வெளில போக வேண்டாம், அதுக்குன்னு வேற ஊருக்கு போக வேண்டாம், என்ன ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணிக்கணுமா கிளாஸ்க்கு ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணிடுவா, எல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு 4 வால்ஸ்க்கு நடுவுல தான் everything.
As season is approaching, nobody is allowed to have ice creams, because if somebody catches a cold or throat infection, it will pass on to the other, and it will bring the entire morale down of everybody. So ice cream,
even to get a haircut, Akila, நாங்க ஐயோ ஹேர் கட் பண்ணிக்கணும்னு ஆசை இருக்கு, ஃப்ரெண்ட் இப்படி வச்சுட்டு இருக்கா, அவ இங்க கலர் காலேஜ் படிக்கிற டைம்ல 18-20 எல்லாரும் இப்படி வச்சுட்டு இருக்கா, கலர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கா, ஐயோ அனிதா ஆண்டிட்ட கேட்கணுமே, ஆண்டிக்கு பிடிக்காது ஹேர் கட் பண்ணா, அதுதான் என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தாட். அம்மா திட்டுவா அப்பா திட்டுவா கிடையாது, ஆண்டி என்ன சொல்லுவா, அதுதான் எங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே.
That's fantastic. Anita ma'am, I feel at this point we should also give a big shout out, not just to the students for making Bharatanjali, but also the parents of the students.
Yes,
because what is their huge amounts of contribution, right?
Yes.
Thinking of dance as a career path, or as a passion for their children to pursue, then investing that kind of time and effort and energy and resources and all, and ensuring that they follow whatever you are asking them to kind of do, right? That kind of time, and that's phenomenal.
Very true, Akila. In fact, I remember for our Tirupavai, I think I discussed this. About Tirupavai even in my interview last time.
Right.
Because I was so scared, because it was a 3-day festival what Krishnakant Sabha gave us. So my focus was completely on the rehearsals. I was never worried about time or anything. The rehearsals sometimes used to go 2 in the night. Like it was. The problem is because it was all live with orchestra. During season, the orchestra used to finish their other programs and come for rehearsal. So by the time we start, it will be 9:30, 10. So from then on till 2. Believe it or not, see, my class, of course, we had moved to a different space, but my class didn't have space for parents. All of them used to wait outside. And I'll always say Bharatanjali is teacher, student, and the parents. Even our trust, it's all between the parents, the student, and the teacher.
Yeah.
And I believe it's all Swami's grace, that's all.
Of course. That's great, ma'am. I want to ask Priyanka. Hi, are you here?
Yes, Akka. Hello, I'm here.
Hi,
Yes,
Priyanka.
Akka.
Priyanka, I wanted you to speak about, this. Everybody talked about how particular Anita ma'am is about quality, but also how exacting she is, right? And exacting is not without, she's also working equally hard. So this whole idea of her hard work and sort of like resilience, right? To kind of plow through whatever the challenge, whatever the circumstance, 3 shows, 4 shows, multiple costume changes, this resilience. I wanted to talk about what has that resilience taught you personally, and can you share some stories of resilience from Bharatanjali itself? You talked about how you bounced back, like after the Varda, the cyclone, all of
Floods
that. Floods and stuff. Could you
Yes,
share
Akka,
some
sure.
moments from that?
Of course. First, at the outset, I would love to. I really want to thank Auntie and Ala for having us on such a beautiful platform to share such memories, especially for the 30th anniversary. I think this is going to be like a historic, memory to look back at. And I don't know, because we at different points of time, each of us are doing different things. To come together like this, I feel time, space, and you coming together is when magic happens. So I'm so I'm filled with emotion and filled with a lot of a burst of feelings, actually, looking at all my friends, my seniors and auntie, and sharing this with so many audience who are watching us. And like you were asking about auntie's resilience. So I must start with my beginning at Bharatanjali to actually talk about her resilience. So just like auntie was mentioning right now, the Tirupavai, the time when she was performing live back to back, all the pasurams with all the explanation, and because it was also with the pravachanam and all that. So I think it did take a toll on her health. And at some point, she really had a major health setback. And at a certain time, she had to wear like a neck belt, like like a neck support. So that was how I saw auntie first. So my mother is a dance teacher as well. She learned from Padmini Ravi of Bangalore. So at a certain age, she wanted me to learn properly under the guidance of an able guru. So and that's how it was my good luck and fortune that I came to Anita auntie. Should thank my parents for bringing me to her. So when I came and joined dance class, auntie was not in a great shape. She was really down. And even at that stage, she was still okay to, along with me, one or two other girls had come to join. And we had come with a lot of hope. We wanted to be in a dance school and start learning afresh and everything. And she actually made time for a newcomer. That is something I really think back to and wonder at how, even when she was down with her health, she made time for us. She kind of had a small audition for us. She made us do Naatadavas, Tattadavas, and kind of put us in a batch. And whenever a newcomer comes to class, she makes sure they're not having any inhibition, and they don't feel like it's a big institution to join. So they don't feel that fear, or she makes them warm up immediately. So that welcome, the warmth you feel just as you approach Bharatanjali is something else. It's too good for words. So that's how my journey began with Anita auntie. And then right after her health setback, you won't believe it, she made Padakavita Pitamaha, or Annamacharya Kritiya production, where the complete production was recorded. A complete music track was, first time, the whole thing was recorded. And then on, we've always recorded our productions. But it was like a huge step she took right after her setback. That shows what auntie is. And this is on a larger scale. On a small scale, whenever she wants to take classes for us, be it early in the morning, just like all my seniors was talking here. So we would have rehearsals late at night at 2 a.m. or early in the morning at 5:30 a.m. for solo practice, especially because musicians are also very busy during the Margazhi season. So we would have rehearsals at wee hours in the day, and auntie would be up. She would do her yoga. She would do have warm water and had maybe drink some kashayam and keep her voice really healthy, so she can give a complete good session for us and do the Nattuvangam very well. So that's the kind of prep she does, even though she's not a performing guru. To make us perform, she does a lot of preparation, and she revises the jatis, and sometimes it just flows. It's a combination of preparation and spontaneity with auntie. So we don't know when it flows for auntie, and when we don't know when some choreography will just come. It's a magic to see that happen. So I will just keep gushing about these things. And another important thing which I would love to say is, I think most of us share this kind of intangible bond with her, in terms of connecting with her on what she's thinking. She would just start doing a movement or start showing us something. She would just raise her eyebrow and we would understand what she's going to say. We will actually kind of finish the line or get into the movement she was thinking about, or actually visualizing it in her head. So that's the kind of connection we have with auntie. So she would say, the seniors will kind of understand me. And I think it is true. Just as she starts to initiate something, we'll be able to complete it, finish the sentences in dance. So that is another thing. And resilience, again, another thing which adds to auntie's persona is her willingness to learn. So technology is something which is helping us greatly during these tough times. But way back in 2015, when we toured for the Sundarakandam for Aim for Seva, it was the first time we went on such a huge tour. It was about a 20-city program across the United States. And it was just about 11 dancers. We were doing an entire dance production, and it was only 7 of us from dance class and 4 guest artists who perform with us frequently. So she had to train us to do the entire production, do multiple roles, and be by ourselves. That was the first time we were going away from auntie. She was not traveling with us, but we had to keep up our trademark signature Anita Guha Bharatanjali style. So it was a lot of pressure. It was also extremely exciting to embark on such a big journey. And you won't believe it. She first got introduced to WhatsApp because she wanted to stay in touch with us. She wanted to look after her students even when she wasn't with us physically. And she would wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the night because she would want to talk to us with the US time zones, exactly the time difference. So we would all get ready and quickly snap a picture and send her our makeup and everything. And even then she would offer some suggestions and corrections. Ma koncham jastiya irukuma, konjam kammi pannikonga powder, romba unnatural potukadingo, keep it more natural. Powder பூசின மாதிரி வெச்சுக்காதீங்க. And she would really not like it, if you raise your hairline too much. She would say it makes you look older. கொஞ்சம் அழகா தழைச்சு வாரிக்கோங்க. Keep your, she would really kind of sculpt us, I would say. Like she would make us, take out a little bit of hair in the sides of the ear. That adds so much beauty and grace to how we look as dancers. She would give that much of importance to aharyam also, what we wear, how we present ourselves. She really, makes it a point to tell us to, wear a bindi, wear just some small earrings. And if we have a nose piercing, she would say, wear a nose stud. If you don't leave anything open, because, that kind of takes away that divine grace you have as dancers. Because the public looks at you as dancers, right? At least your friends and circles, definitely. So that is the auntie for us. And she started using WhatsApp, and she's been adapting to technology so beautifully, to emails, to using Google Drives, and to Zoom calls now.
That is waiting to premiere on the 23rd, right?
Correct. Yes.
Students from across India and abroad. Anita ma'am, do you want to speak about how far you've come in this journey in technology itself?
First thing, Akhila, I want to tell you, see, I was never on Facebook. I'm never on all these social media. I mean, on all the social media, I don't know anything about it. I mean, I didn't know anything about it. And actually, I should tell you, one thing is all my tours, which I was not able to travel, for Sundarakandam, it was Medha who took over the responsibility of the whole group. That is how, and then next time for Nandalala, it was Satvika and all the youngsters.
Right.
So I need to tell you, because one thing is, I trust all my children. I mean, it's just a natural feel, that's all. I can't say why, what, it just happens. And Sathika was the one I still remember. Auntie, நாங்க போன எப்படி எங்களை காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணுவேன், வாட்ஸ்அப் வச்சுக்கோங்கன்னு சொல்லி, she was the one. அப்புறம் ஜோத்ஸ்னா அம்மாட்ட சொல்லி, they got me a tab. That is how I mean, she taught me. In fact, இவ எல்லாரையும் நான் குரு சொல்லுவேன். ஆத்துக்கு வரைக்கும் ஒவ்வொருத்தருடையும் நான் ஒவ்வொன்னு கத்துப்பேன். இனிஷியலி லேப்டாப் எல்லாம் எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணுங்கிறது ஐ திங்க் நிறைய நான் மேதாட்ட, சாத்வி, ஜோத்ஸ்னா இவாட்ட எல்லாம் தான் முதல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சேன். ஸோ அப்படி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஐ பீன் லேர்னிங் எவ்ரி டே whenever they come. இல்ல I'll always say, ஒரு குழந்தை மாதிரி, இன்னைக்கு நான் இது கத்துட்டேன். I mean, I learned something new. That is it is an exciting feeling also to learn something new.
And auntie, sorry, I'm interjecting. Auntie would have this very cute way of looking at the technological stuff. Like she would look at a VLC player during Christmas. It'll have like a Santa's and cap, and she would say, "Idenna toppiki toppi potrike abindra." It'll be such a cute thing, and we will never forget the way with the childish amusement that she'll say these things. Yeah. That stays with us a lot. So and also, Akka, you were asking about, yes, auntie, sorry.
Yeah, she's saying how I have, now Akhila, I told you, like after Zoom class, of course, one thing I have to tell you, all my faculty, they're all my faculty also.
Correct, of course.
So with all my faculty and everyone, we are managing these online classes really well. Right. And with their help, I'm managing. I mean, I've learned so many things. And we have done a whole program now to present it. The Nama Ramayanam has been choreographed completely in the Zoom class, and then we are going to present it. So I've come this far, Akhila.
Yeah, really, it's unbelievable. I saw the trailer of Nama Ramayanam, just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. And I think, Akka, like you were asking, sorry, just a very quick ad. So just like you were talking about the cyclone and the floods, so we've been performing definitely through every natural disaster, which has been like, during this time frame of 30 years with tsunami hit, and all of these things have been like major, they've just stopped life for a bit. And now the pandemic has been the biggest of the lot. So I think even after the floods, we had a meeting, and we decided that we wouldn't do productions as such, but we would, because there were a lot of solos and things planned. So those still went on, and Auntie still helped us train, because a lot of us were not even in our houses. We were staying elsewhere, and she would actually make people stay at home. Like if people were traveling from somewhere and couldn't really go back and it was late at night, she would just say, "Inkuda tangidungoda." So during all of these tough times, she's provided a home for us despite all the odds and things like that. And I had another Krishnagana Sabha solo, I will never forget, during the cyclone. Like it was Varda cyclone that week, and we couldn't have like an orchestra rehearsal. And Auntie just called me in the morning and just quickly saw the jatis, just like Ishokana was mentioning. She'd quickly give like a jati revision and things like that, and we were set for the show. Similarly, during the pandemic now, despite COVID and despite all the tough situation, she's coordinated about 4 or 5 time zones. We're all in different locations, and she made sure it is comfortable for all of us to attend the Zoom sessions and coordinated the rehearsals so beautifully. And she delegates work. If you're up for doing this, she will remember the time zones roughly and give you work accordingly. She would coordinate with me only when I was available to work, and so accommodating despite the kind of the amount of work she has to do. I just wanted to finish with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Priyanka. I know there are more stories that you would love to share with us, but unfortunately time is playing true. And so Jyotsna, I want to ask you about the values, learning from Anita ma'am, and the values that you have inherited from Bharatanjali itself. How have they come to kind of hold you in good stead, both personally and professionally, Jyotsna?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So about the values, like all the seniors have mentioned, Anita Aunty is always has a positive attitude. The show must go on despite anything. So I still remember during the floods, we had our 25th anniversary, and Kotra Mara Vasala, but still we all, Auntie said, audience yaar vanda adala onnume kandukka vendam. This is our 25th anniversary and we are doing it. And Anita Aunty also had some personal setbacks at that point of time, and I still remember that she did not show any of that towards this, and she never shows any of her Auntie. When if she comes to dance class and the door enter on, she is switched on full dance mode. So like the show must go on despite anything. So that's something I've learned from Auntie. I know many seniors have been sick during programs, and in the exam, we never tell Auntie, we never say no. We've learned to do our job despite anything. So that's something I think all of us have learned. And one more thing is kutti kolandailukku vanda Auntie teaches respect. So I know the kuttis in our dance class ipo yaradu pudusa dance class ku vandadil immediately vandu or stool vandu poi kudukkradha avalku avinla indu tea venuma coffee venuma badam paal venuma enna venum ketta avalku vandu poi vaandu varudhu. So very very small things like that. And like how Auntie keeps saying எனக்கு வந்தது எல்லாமே வந்து பாபாவோட தான். So that humility she has, despite being the Anita Guha, she has so much humility. So that's something all of us have to learn. And one more important thing is coming on time. So the 1 hour முன்னாடி ரெடியா இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது, I followed that even for my board exam. So I was ready 1 hour before. I am ready 1 hour before any important event in my life, because I've realized how important it is to be ready and to get into that zone and to really focus on something, right? And one more thing, like all of the seniors were saying, Anita Aunty never accepts mediocrity. So she always strives to achieve everything and the perfection vandu kandipa vande aganum. So that's something, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but just like that, I'm not very satisfied with anything very easily. So I think that comes from Auntie for me also. Auntie ki vande ipdida venum apdida venum. So Aishu akka sonna mari ipo or kadiki poi, I still remember in the davani vaangumbodhu kuda, oh idu pink color irukku, Auntie ki kandipa pidikum அப்படினு அந்த ஒரு தாட் வச்சு தான் வந்து I actually bought this. And இன்னைக்கு கூட தலை வாரிக்கும் போது, ஐயோ நம்ம இன்னைக்கு தூக்கி வரக்கூடாதே, கோண வகுடு எடுத்து நன்னா இப்படிதான் வாரணுமே, இந்த முடியெல்லாம் எடுத்து விட்டுக்கணுமே. So all those குட்டி குட்டி things that we remember every time we get dressed or in our daily life. And Anita Aunty is one more person, ஏதோ ஒரு கோல் வச்சா வந்து கண்டிப்பா அதை வந்து 100,000% அதுக்கு தரணும் அப்படின்னு. So I remember during Nandalala, I was fortunate to be with Anita Aunty the whole time. And Anita Aunty வந்து எப்போதுமே வந்து அதிலே ஸ்மரணையா இருப்பா. So it was very hard for us to compile, to bring down the 3-hour Bhagavatam production to the 40-minute for Aim for Seva in multiple languages, and the whole thing had to be completely changed so much. And Anita aunty, Anita aunty, she'll want this, she'll want that. So to bring everything within 45 minutes was very, very hard. So I still remember I used to sit every day with Anita aunty and edit. Either vechiklama, illa inda sangati angendu pudingitti inda paragraph edutidala. So அந்த மாதிரி minute details we used to work. And I still remember auntie வந்து she used to be awake at 3 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning. She used to message me, "Jo, இன்னைக்கு இது பண்ணலாமா, நான் நேத்துக்கு பண்ணதை பத்தி நான் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன், அதை இன்னைக்கு இப்படி மாத்தி பண்ணலாமா." So all the time she's always thinking of that, and especially when she's doing it for somebody else. So Aim for Seva Cleveland எல்லாமே வந்து it was not for Bharatanjali, right? It was for somebody else. So when it's for somebody else, the extra 1000% effort, the extra mile she goes to make them happy, to like satisfy what they have wanted auntie to give them. So that is something I really look up to. And one more thing is she treats all her students equally. ஒருத்தர் கிளாஸுக்கு வந்து ஒரு புது ட்ரெஸ் போட்டுட்டு இருக்கானா, she immediately appreciate them. அந்த ட்ரெஸ் உனக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கேமா, இந்த ஹேர் ஸ்டைல் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கே உனக்கு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி small things she appreciates you. And டான்ஸ் கிளாஸ்ல கூட when all of us finish and we're all sitting in the group, யாராவது ஒரு குட்டி திங் வந்து அன்னைக்கு நல்லா பண்ணியிருந்தா கூட she mentions it and she makes all of us applaud for that person. And எல்லாரையும் ஆண்டி வந்து மடியில வச்சுட்டு she'll always make you feel special. I think everyone feels they are auntie's favorite student. So she always makes you feel that. And when someone asks me, "நீ காலேஜ் படிக்கிற இத்தனோண்டு இருக்கே" அப்படின்னு சொன்னா வந்து the first thing that will come to my head is I still fit on auntie's lap. So that I take it that way. So she'll always have that time, and she'll always make everyone feel so special, treat everyone equally. And so these are the things I've learned from Anita aunty.
Jyotsna, I also notice how Anita ma'am consults with her students for everything, right ma'am?
Yeah, very true. Actually, I like someone had mentioned how auntie's curiosity to learn. So I used to learn Carnatic music, and Anita auntyக்கு வந்து நான் பாடுறேன், நீ அந்த ஸ்வரஸ்தானம் இருக்கான்னு சொல்லு. ரொம்ப கியூட்டா ஆண்டி என்ன கேட்ட. I was barely 15-16 during Nandalala, and she used to consider an opinion of a 15-16-year-old to decide something in a huge production which was going to be for Nandalala, which was going to be for Aim for Seva. So that kind of she comes down that level ku irangi enkitta she used to ask opinions. So those things I don't know if
talking about, I wanted to add one incident talking about auntie's sort of expectations, which are not mediocre or anywhere close to that. So there was one, I think very early choreographies, I think it was a Shiva piece or something. So she was telling us, "I want you to lift your leg, and then adu enna one leg illa, two legs, you have to jump, and then I want you to stay there for a few seconds." So she used to say things like this, and we used to say, "Auntie, you know something, there's something called gravity, which is impossible to defy, so you clearly know that you're asking that too much from us." So but that was the kind of vision, how vision is always sort of she'll never settle for something that is ordinary or something that is just enough. No, she's always wants to go beyond, and she will do anything to get there. So just a small funny incident, something we remember.
Absolutely, I want to actually please invite Shweta Shankar, who I've had the opportunity of working very closely with the last 1.5 months that we've been working on Bharatanjali's 30th anniversary and Satya Sai Baba's 95th Jayanti. Shweta, I know how hands-on you've been, especially during this pandemic, so closely working with Anita ma'am, like responding to all my queries tirelessly, and working hard, right? It's one thing that your teacher works hard, but it's also, it's quite another for you to emulate it and sort of do exactly that. And I have just personally, in the last 1.5 months that I've known you, just seen how like busy and how hardworking you are. I want you to talk about how Anita ma'am really inspires you to sort of just imbibe that value system by really being somebody who practices what she preaches. So could you speak about that, Shweta?
Okay, to me, any day, first Anita aunty da. என்னவா இருந்தாலும் அனிதா ஆண்டி, பரதாஞ்சலி, I'll do anything for them. So editing, social media அப்படிலாம் வரைச்சே usually whatever I want to do workலாம் வந்து beyond a point I'll not even feel like doing anything. But when it comes to editing, பரதாஞ்சலிக்குன்னு ஏதாவதுன்னா I never feel like it's work. நான் வந்து ஆசையா வந்து ஆண்டிக்காக பண்றோமே, ஐ ஹாவ் டு மேக் ஆண்டி ஹாப்பி, ஆண்டிக்கு இது பண்ணினா பிடிக்கும், இப்படிலாம் பண்ணலாம், வாட் எல்ஸ் யூ கேன் டூ புதுசா அப்படின்னு ஐ ஜஸ்ட் the last what do I say, August lende it's only been about Bharathanjali's 30th anniversary. We worked so hard. Auntie vandu she literally wakes up at 3 a.m. watches Namaramayanamla 60 of us, and there are like more than 200 videos that she had to watch. So from 6 a.m. la vandu, since appada vandu disturbance la irukadu, illena call vandite irukona, auntie wakes up at 3 a.m. she watches all the videos, ukkand line by line she used the right யாருக்கு எந்த லைன் கொடுக்கலாம், ஒரு க்ளோஸ் அப் இவாளுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கே, இங்க இவா கொண்டு வந்தா நல்லா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு she everything ஒன்னு every detail she used to watch. நைட் வந்து 11 o'clock தூங்கிட்டு உடனே she used to wake up. Then it's just ஆண்டிக்காக என்ன வேணா பண்ணலாம். That is all I think about. It never feels like இதுக்காக work பண்றோமே. It's just for auntie, அவ்வளவுதான்.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I can just say Sweta, my savior.
Yeah, I know she's a tech guru.
It's because of the confidence that auntie has in me. Like அத வந்து என்னைக்கும் உடைச்சிட கூடாதே அப்படிங்கறதுக்காக ஒன்னு பார்த்து பண்றது. Auntie somehow every video when I watch, in fact I don't feel like this is work. I feel more blessed because சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து பாக்குற ballet, how much I've been inspired by all that. அதெல்லாம் வந்து when I'm able to watch that all over again, I'm just blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just wondering that before we wind up this session, I thought it would be almost unfair if we didn't talk about the Ardhanarishwar piece. That is iconic, and all of you, I obviously learned it. I'm not entirely sure all of you have performed it, but I was just wondering, Shweta, the tech guru, if I enable multiple screen sharing, will you be able to play that for us from would you be able to pull it out? Is that possible? Sapna, will you be able to enable multiple screen sharing?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Yeah. Shweta, you think you'll be able to pull it out of only if it's
on YouTube?
I've come online through my mobile, so I'll just try. It's there, but
is it on YouTube or something where I can screen share?
Yeah, you can just pull it out of Anita Guha's Bharathanjali's YouTube, where in fact
it's not there on YouTube. It's there on Instagram, if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, any of you would be able to play it also. I just thought it would be lovely for the audience to watch it, and then we just talk. It was a sudden idea. I know I should have planned it, but
I think it is on YouTube also, a performance for Kavasam TV, if I'm not mistaken, Auntie.
Actually,
they removed the video. It's on Instagram, the one that we shared, no? On all our page.
I find one on Facebook, a 1-minute video on Facebook.
It'll be there. It's there on Facebook also.
Yeah, then I found it. Give me a minute.
Yeah. Maybe meanwhile, one of you or a couple of you can share your experience. I know that Anita ma'am told me that she composed that piece in like less than 3 hours. Okay, I think we may be able to play this. Just maximize the screen. Wow. Anita ma'am, நீங்க கேர்ஃபுல்லா பாத்துட்டு இருந்தேன். I hope you're not thinking how you can further develop this piece. Ma'am, you're on mute, I think.
இல்ல ஏதோ ஸ்லைட் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் இருந்தது, என்னால தாளத்துல இருக்கான்னு பாத்துட்டு இருந்தேன்.
I saw you watching it so closely. I mean, do you have that urge when you watch it? Do you feel like இது இப்படி பண்ணிருக்கலாம், அதை இப்படி பண்ணிருக்கலாம், இது இப்படி இன்னொரு?
கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும், கண்டிப்பா. சம்டைம்ஸ் டெஃபினெட்லி இல்ல, நான் சொன்னேனே ஐயோ நல்லாவே இல்லையே மாத்தலாம் அப்படின்னு தோணும்.
At this point, I would like to add one thing, Akila. I think எல்லாருக்குமே ப்ரோக்ராம் முடிச்சா எவ்வளோ பேர் வந்தாலும் ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் அப்படியே கிரவுட் ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும், ஹவுஸ்ஃபுல். சோலோவா இருக்கட்டும், ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ஸா இருக்கட்டும், அந்த ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் முடிச்சுட்டு வெளில வந்து எவ்வளவு ஃபேஸஸ் பார்த்தா கூட நாங்க எங்க கண்ணு எல்லாரோட கண்ணும் அனிதா ஆண்டி தான் பார்க்கணும். தட் ஒன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லுக் இஸ் அனிதா ஆண்டி ஹாப்பி ஆர் அன்ஹாப்பி, நம்ம நன்னா பண்ணிருக்கோமா இல்லையா, அந்த ஆண்டியோட மூஞ்சியோட ஒரு சிக்னல்ல தெரியுமான்னு நாங்க எல்லாரும் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம். இட்ஸ் லைக் ஆண்டி சிரிச்சுட்டானா எஸ் யா the production was I think நன்னா போச்சு, I think all of us did a good job. ஆண்டியோட
yeah, we'll always have one parent to look after the first scene. Auntie sandoshma irukala, okay, program is going on well, they'll come and tell us.
Also to add to that, so generally after the program gets over, auntie will introduce all the dancers, orchestra members, everything. If auntie chokes up when she's talking, that means it was a brilliant show. If auntie Peena says Ivava, if she introduces everybody perfectly, then we're like, okay, something is wrong. That's why auntie is focusing on introducing rather than how good the program was. So auntie basically we'll know how good or bad we have done. So if she chokes, is not able to introduce everybody, that means it was a fantastic program.
Lovely. Ma'am, it's one thing, I think your students have figured you out fully, huh?
Yeah, yes.
Actually, talking about this Ardhanari piece,
yeah.
So in fact, actually, this performance, this particular performance, I think Satvika and I, we only rehearsed on the day of the program, which is a rarity. It's a rarity with Anita Aunty, because there are always, you know, multiple rehearsals before a program. But I just gotten married. So, you know, I was not in town and I just arrived before the program. So we only had that morning to practice. And Auntie was very nervous that, you know, Satvi and I were only practicing for that, 1 hour before the show. But what I realized from that performance is that, you know, years of actually practicing this piece, you know, so multiple times over and over and over and over again, you know, not with, you know, any sort of, at that point we used to be like, oh my God, how many rehearsals will we do for the same piece? You know, we have danced it so many times, but you know, why are we still practicing? You know, at some point everyone has that sort of saturation, right? We have all gone through that. But on that day, I realized how, you know, years of practicing that one piece actually can, you know, but on that day, I felt that's what actually, you know, made the program that day. You know, because we hardly rehearsed for an hour, but that is what literally, you know, actually made it was like the deal breaker for us. That program is what I understood, you know, after that show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think you spoke about how many years of practice, right? There's something called muscle memory, right? You
Yes.
kind of do it over and over again, and it becomes part of your system that you can just wake up in the middle of the night and just literally, like, you know.
And this Ardhanari piece for me and Satvi is definitely like that, because we would have danced it, I think, more than 100 times. Yeah, I think with including practice and all that, we more than that many times. So definitely now so many of the next generation is also, you know, they're dancing. It's so lovely to see auntie pairing, you know, two similar bodies and, you know, sort of, you know, making changes with, you know, what actually was choreographed in 2001 for Sarvam Shaktimaya, and then from there, you know, the metamorphosis from, you know, from that for Pratibhaka and Charanya, from there, you know, with me and Satvi, and then now the next generation, so many of them, you know, Smriti has danced it, Jyotsna has danced it, Ashna. So, you know, it's so beautiful to see how, you know, she's made those changes to, you know, keeping in mind those two bodies.
Beautiful.
Yeah. அந்த அர்த்தநாரியில வந்து இப்போ சப்போஸ் ஒரு 2 பேர் பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கா, அதுல ஒருத்தரால வர முடியல, நான் இன்னொரு பொண்ணை சப்ஸ்டியூட்டா போட்டுட்டு, இப்ப சப்போஸ் சிவா வரலன்னா இன்னொரு சிவாவை மட்டும் போட மாட்டா. ஏன்னா சிவாக்கும் பார்வதிக்கும் பாடி லாங்குவேஜ் டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கும். பார்வதி will also be replaced so that our 2 பேரோட பாடி லாங்குவேஜ் should be similar.
Right.
Even if it's for one program, it's like many rehearsals.
Actually, Aishwarya, Ardhanari, Chidambaratla, you and your sister also did it, la?
Amma.
If I remember right. There's so many, as Akila said,
Yes.
generation of students. Yes.
Yeah, it's
We never get fed up of that.
yeah, beautiful. I just finally just quickly want you all to like, we'll do a rapid fire. And if there's one word that you associate with Bharatanjali, you know, just one word that comes to your mind, one word. Aishwarya, we'll start with you. One word that comes
With
to your mind.
Bharatanjali,
Bharatanjali
think
or
family.
Anita? Yeah,
Anita auntie na like a bhakti. If it's Bharatanjali, it's family.
fantastic. Medha,
Unconditional love.
beautiful.
That's what I would say. Always, you know, she's always there for us without questions. In fact, you know, she was mentioning that the Zoom sessions were on, right, in this pandemic. You won't believe it. With my twin daughters, you know, she took classes for me, you know, with all of that, her own sort of so many things to do. With me, you know, my timetables with my daughters, but she still made time for me. She used to say, is this time comfortable? You know, so it was like unconditionally giving love, teaching, dance, everything in abundance and unconditional. Like, that's what I'd say.
Satvika,
I think I can't imagine a life without Bharatanjali. I can't even imagine. Like literally
One word.
always.
One
Yeah.
word.
Second home.
Lovely. Super. Smriti,
I think auntie is the personification of simplicity, hands down simplicity. And when somebody asks whose student you are and I say Anita Guha, they'll be like, Anita Guha, and be like, yeah, that's my auntie. So எங்களுக்கு வந்து அது ஆண்டியா தான் தெரியும், அனிதா குஹாவான்னு தெரியாது. So I think that's because how simple she is with all of us. So for me, auntie is simplicity.
lovely. Priyanka,
So dance class is the entire cosmos for me, because all of us are an individual part of the cosmos, and I think our cosmos and universe is our dance class, and auntie is like probably the center of the cosmos for us.
Yes.
And auntie in one word, yes, is definitely, like Aishoka said, she's bhakti, she's piety, she's purity. That's several one words.
Otsna,
For me, Bharatanjali is again a family, a second home, and Anita auntie is my best friend.
lovely. Shweta,
This bond is something beyond dance. It's not
More
just
than-
a teacher-student bond. It's beyond
Yeah.
everything.
beautiful. Anita ma'am, thank you. I'm sure this has triggered many memories, and
Yes.
I think
Akila,
definitely-
I have to thank you. It's been wonderful. I really enjoyed the session with my. I always love to be with these kids. I mean, I really enjoyed
I mean,
it.
I enjoyed it. I'm just living life vicariously by listening to these stories, and I can't even imagine how somebody is capable of so much generosity and so much love. And I better like stop cribbing about the many things that I do, because like the number of things they tell me that you did, you know, I mean, kudos to you, ma'am, really, and wishing Bharatanjali more and more success. And I hope the family continues to grow and continues to stay together, because we live in very trying times, which is very, very political. And it's so nice to see you all so close and so connected with each other, with so much love for each other and for the institution and for the teacher. So all the very best for Bharatanjali's 30th anniversary. We're really looking forward to 3 days of a beautiful showcase of collaborators, of artists who work closely with Bharatanjali. And of course, we're looking forward to watching Nama Ramayanam come alive. You know, it's a work that was created during the pandemic. Really a true testimony to Anita ma'am and to the institution's hard work and resilience. So thank you all for joining in from different parts of the world. And thank you, Anita ma'am, and thank you to everybody. We had a fabulous audience watching with some very, very beautiful comments. Okay, there's one question. How does auntie maintain her cool? Yeah, actually, I had that question. Maybe we can just take that one question. Anita ma'am, please give us the secret. If there's like a recipe, kashayam, something, we'd love to like drink it every day.
We'd like to take credit for it. Auntie, we are good students, so we don't make let you lose your cool. No, I'm kidding. No, she's just
I
wonderful.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I only say thanks to my parents, Akila. I mean, and I've just been like that. That's all. I don't know anything
I
else.
really don't know. My parents also raised me to not lose my cool, but I'm losing my cool at the drop of a hat.
One thing, Akila. Thank you for having all of us on behalf of everybody. And I would like to say, in the pandemic, every day we are all in different mode. You எனக்கு இது பண்ணி ஒரு நாள் சுறுசுறுப்பா இருக்கும், ஒரு நாள் எனக்கு இது பண்ணவே வேண்டாம், போர் அடிக்குதோ. But Alap and you, every single day, you guys are providing creative content, creative artistic content.
How
Hats
kind
off
of
to you, Akila. You are an inspiration in your own way. Thank you for that.
Oh, thanks so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for giving Alap this opportunity to, have this very fun conversation. I really felt like 20 years younger, and it was
Yeah, that's
nice to go back in time also to really so humbling actually to listen to her story, especially that episode that somebody shared of a small space where literally 2-3 people could stand, and to kind of I'm still trying to wrap my head around how somebody visualizes huge productions from a tiny little space. So really, size and space, none of this matters. We have passion. And Medha, you want to say something?
Yeah, talking about generosity, like there's also something that I don't know, not many people know about this, but I think they should know. One thing is that Auntie is, she's the last person who will talk about money. Like money is the last thing on her mind, which is in the current scenario, how things have become so commercial. She continues to remain, so grounded in her values, and money still comes last. It still comes last. So it's something that is, you can't see many people like that. And, when we were growing up, we were all from middle class families. And, there was so much we had to spend on dance, on productions and all that. She went to the extent of not even taking fees from us because we were spending so much on dance, independent of that, So we have all learned, she's passed on so much to us without actually counting the pennies, which is, what do you
really
say to things like it's
right?
unbelievable. Like, so no wonder, that's, the bond is something else. So when talking about generosity, I have to say that
I don't know.
that
both of you are lucky. The students are lucky to have her, and she's also so lucky to have you all as her students, right? So I think I think this session really reinforces that how a student needs a good teacher, and a teacher needs fantastic students, right? So I think Anita ma'am is very lucky, as is Bharatanjali. So on this very happy note, we started on an emotional note, but I'm happy that we are ending on a very positive, cheerful note. And I'm happy that we had this opportunity to share this just 2 days before Bharatanjali turns 30. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you all for sharing your insights. And thank you to everybody who joined and shared their very generous comments. Good night and have a good day to those who are tuned in from other parts of the world. Thank you, Sapna, for the technical. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.